This is going to be a quick video review of the Speck Pixelskin HD wrap. It's a cover for the iPad, the new iPad and the iPad 2. And this is what it looks like. It's more plasticky than I was expecting it to be, because I have the Speck, whatever this is, for the iPod Touch. And the iPod Touch version is very flexy, and this one it feels a little flexy, but it's not anywhere near as flexible or as rubbery. So to put your iPad into it, it's pretty simple. You just squish it in there and get it to come up around the sides all the way around. And there it's in there and held pretty tight. There is a clasp that holds the cover on securely, except, I don't know if you can see this very well, but here the cover doesn't really, the cover doesn't make good contact here. Your ports for your earphones, your charger, your speaker, and the lock switch are all accessible. The power on off, which you shouldn't need, is protected, hidden there. The way the case stands up is a little different from the Apple version. What you do is you push this back and you bring the thing forward, and it's a little bit, and it rests in there like that. It's not really locked into that thing, but it rests in there. Now, the thing I don't like about this case, one of them, is the angle that this is at is about, let's say, 23 degrees. And as you're pushing things, the case comes off the ground a little bit. Not so much down near the bottom, but definitely up at the top. It's very hard to tap and not have it wiggle. The other thing I don't like about that angle is that the fluorescent lights in our office shine down on it and create quite a glare when you're sitting. When you're at sitting level, you definitely see the fluorescent lights, which is rather annoying. It shuts off when you close it, as you would expect, because it's got the magnetic thing. So there it came on, shut off. What I also don't like about this is it's much more slippery than I had expected. I thought it was going to be much more rubbery. And resistant to being pushed. Even though this is very sticky. This is not that sticky. Better than the iPad itself, but still pretty slippery. Back to the angle. Let me show you Apple's version of this case. Apple has this flap that is magnetic and just hooks on and is like that. And to put it on its stand, you go like that. And that angle is only like 6 or 7 degrees. Much steeper angle. You don't have the fluorescent lights or any ceiling lights in the office bothering you. It still, I guess, tips quite a bit when you're pushing, but I guess that's not really a problem. But there's no protection as far as for the back, and that is extremely slippery. And the front, you probably wouldn't put it down that way, but that's better. But so I wanted to protect the whole thing, and one thing I've done already is I've been handling it a little bit by this, and this fell off and this fell down on the floor. So fortunately the iPad did not break when that happened, but that's why I really wanted to get another case. Oh, the other thing with this case is it's much greener in person than it looks on the website. I believe this color was peacock, and it's much greener and less blue than what was pictured on the website, and I don't like the color at all. So pretty disappointed with it. I'm probably going to send it back. Probably going to have, looks like you have to pay shipping to send it back. It came in a huge box. This little sliver of stuff came in this rather large box with some bubble wrap and the packaging. Not very environmentally friendly, I wouldn't say. So anyway, that's my review. Not impressed with how slippery it is, the color, or the angle that it sits at. And that the cover doesn't fully collapse down on the thing, so there's no gap here like this one. You know, that's right down tight and close to the surface of the screen. So that's all I have.